You think I'm exaggerating, but wait until you try and go there sometime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We have Game 3. Man, Game 2 was a treat. Game 3 between Tyrant and Finland. Finland with a fantastic victory last time. Tyrant with a fantastic victory Game 1. This is a best of 5. The winner today advances to the finals to face the Aftermath team, I believe, next weekend. Now, I'm proud of myself, chat. I'm proud of myself. I predicted the civs here. I predicted Persians, Chinese, and Spanish for Tyrant. A Viper, normally the MVP for Tyrant. He's been bottom scorer the first 2 games. He's playing as Persians on the flank. His pocket then is Doubt. Doubt is playing as the Chinese. And then we have Spanish for Tato as the other flank. He's here in the red. Up against him is Incas for Valise in the orange. In the blue, we have Mongols for Zupi. Zupi, he's a fantastic Mongols player. Okay, that's all I'm going to say, but he is a fantastic Mongols player. And then we have the Max, the player who carried Finland last time, playing as the Magyars. Now, I think that both teams got their ideal positions. Chinese are a fantastic pocket. Maybe they wanted Viper as pocket because Persians are a bit less flexible than Chinese, but still, Chinese from pocket can be strong as they can make knights and camels in castle. Then you look at the pocket, of course, Mongols very strong for Finland. I don't think there will be any complaints. Tato having Spanish, that's always good because he likes his towers, and he will probably play this Vivi or Fat Dragon style with towers and castles. Alright, this map is very interesting. You start with the elephants, as you can see. You place your town center. You don't have to place it here, but you'd be a fool not to. And these guys certainly are not fools. Tato even using the TC trick there to kill that elephant. He has his golds and stones protected, but he's going to need to come out here and collect these zebras, and that's going to be the same for all players, so it's a different type of map. Well, luckily, players do not start with scouts, they just start with horses. They have very low line of sight on them, and they cannot attack. But we will see everyone in feudal age soon. Around the 10-minute mark, everyone will be nearing feudal age or in feudal age. And is Viper trying to block the Vil there? I'm not sure, but yeah, the pocket players, the players furthest away from the action in the middle of each team, they will go for feudal age aggression. Mongols, they hunt fast, and thus will have a fast Mongol scout rush. Paladin's stream has 25,000 views. Lix has 8,000 as well as another 5k from another Chinese caster. Yeah, Age of Empires in the China community is crazy, man. So I guess we're closing on 50k, including our stream and some other streams. Zupi, because Mongols hunt faster, he's the first to click up. 17 population, very fast time. And we'll see where he pressures. Which side will he go to? The last game is going to be very different from this game, so it tests a certain set of skills. The pocket positions had time to sling last time, to add 4 town centers without making military. That's not the case here. You'll see military from feudal age onwards. Now, I find it interesting that Zupi's going to gold. I do not expect archers from him. But maybe he will choose to go for archers and build his archery ranges more forward. This will be a team decision, of course. You know what? I think we'll go archers because he wants Max to go scouts as Magyars. That might make sense. Magyars, they have extra attack on their scouts starting in feudal, so... Okay. Viper's on the way up. Viper building a barracks. Is he on... Oh, he's on stone. Now, it's impossible to know if he'll be going for a tower rush or just going to stone to play it safe against forward towers from the enemy. Walls on the wood line now from Tato. So you notice how already there have been some pretty obvious preventative measures from Tyrant. They are very good at holding in tough situations and then pushing back with an advantage. In RTS games, you do have a defender's advantage, but it's very difficult to do. And there's the first archery range for Zupi. Now, all of these villagers on zebras are exposed. Are very, very exposed. What's Valise going for? Valise has to be careful. I assume Tato is going to tower rush him. He has collected some... Wait. He collected 11 stone? Going archers. He built an outpost. Here come Tato's towers. Mazupi is signaling. He's just using that horse. He's signaling to point out where the villagers are on the zebras. And yes, it is scouts for Max. So this is actually exactly what we saw from Aftermath yesterday versus SY. Very early defensive towers. And that would protect from any archers. It's very awkward as it's out in the middle, but Viper not wasting any time here. He's building towers on all the zebras. We saw him build towers in game 1. And when he built towers in game 1, I questioned it, and they ended up winning. Oh, let's see. 2 towers now for Tato. He's trying to deny all the stones, something he could do with this tower, and that will go up. And I don't think Valise's tower was early enough. Spanish build buildings faster, so this is going to be tough for Valise. His archers can't stop this either. He'll likely lose that archer range unless he builds a tower to protect it. Now, let's wait for these engagements. You see... a spear from Max killed something there for Viper. Probably a spear. Scout from Max. Viper scouts now on the way. Dal is going for archers. Didn't mention that. So to make this simpler for you, I'll just repeat it all again. Scouts for the flanks on the left, Max and Viper. Archers from the pockets, both Zupi and Dal. And then tower rush from Tato and archers for Valise. Valise will have military, Tato will not, but the idea behind Tato's strategy is to hold map control and to take Valise out of the game, pretty much. Now, one single engagement, you could lose your advantage. Things snowball so much at this level. Doubt sees this. He can't fight this because of the spear. Or not Doubt, sorry, Viper sees this. Viper will tell Doubt. They're trying to see where Zupi and where the Max will go. They don't want to take an engagement because the faster uptime for Zupi means he'll have more numbers, and the extra attack on the scouts for Max means recipe for disaster. So I think what they've decided on is, or Finland that is, they're going to hold now. They're going to start to add walls and hold, and they're going to try and hit Tato with these numbers. And that's why Tato's building a defensive tower. This is all impressive. Impressive calculations, because Valise even showing up. So they really can't do damage to Tato. The rest of Tato's economy is here. And Tato has denied all of these stones of Valise. Valise's eco back here is safe. He cannot build another counter tower as he doesn't have access to stone. Tyrant either needs to decide to kill the army that's obviously forward from Finland, or they need to decide to go forward while Finland has that army not at home and attack and do damage. Trying to see, yeah, that's why Zupi has pulled his archers back a little bit. He's also walling. Oh, this palisade's gonna go down. Oh my god, that was close. He quick walled on his Ville, and he's signaling to tell his allies, and Doubt's trying to build a market, and that has been denied. Oh, Doubt could be exposed. Oh my god, there's a hole here. There's a hole, you see this? There's a hole in the wood line. Now, Doubt has his archers, so I guess he'll be able to clean this up, but Zupi, if the archers weren't here for Doubt, could have done so much. And now he should see Doubt's archers almost killing a Ville. Viper scouts doing very little in the middle just yet. And Tato's towers, actually, he stopped building towers. And Doubt's army runs back, so that will not hit any of the Finland players. And yeah, as I said, very safe. No big engagements from Tyrant, with the exception of the towers from Tato, not wanting to overcommit and be caught out of position. Keeping an eye on all their vulnerable areas, and these scouts now from Max maybe going to try and go around? That would... unless there's a hole, that would take a while. He probably doesn't want to do that. And yeah, Viper arriving to kill Valise's archers. Valise... well, not ideal to lose those archers, but he won't lose all of them. Oh, and also, Viper misjudged that, and the units ran past a little bit. Okay, I'm just waiting for that first big break for a team here. With Tato, he wants Conquistadors and Castle Age, but till then he's offering nothing to his team. Max still not making any moves. He could have gone into Viper's base, but Viper would be walled off. Viper on the way to Castle H, Max on the way to Castle H. Wow, this is pretty passive game in all honesty so far. The towers are of course weird, but Max if he gets fast knights, Zoopy if he gets fast crossbow, they could stop Tats from building a castle in a forward position. Valise has definitely felt the heat here. Viper might try and hit him. Full walls though for Valise. However, no hole there. All right. Now, I think that this should all come down to what Tato can do. If Tato, who delayed his feudal age, is unable to get conquistadors out, it'll be a 3v2 because all the Finland players have military already out in the field. But if Tato can get a castle up in a forward position, just imagine the damage. So it's kind of up to Viper and to Doubt to allow Tato to have the time and holds. What? Did Tato just... It looked like Valise deleted that? Oh, this is quite a big deal. Viper has lots of scout upgrades, so he can kill the archers and he can kill Vils. Coinage now for Tato and for Valise, so they're considering the sling. Did he cut a tree and palisade it? Oh, he palisade hopped. Ah, thank you, chat. I just saw the deleting and I was so confused that a tower goes up and oh man. Well, luckily for Valise, he's gonna be the guy slinging, which means sending resources, but he is now surrounded on his farms as well. So we will see a 2v2, I guess. And if you compare Viper's military, it's 7 to Max's 9. It is 27 to Doubt. It is 24 to Zoopy. Zoopy beats Doubt to Castle. Well, Valise is so exposed. He's gonna take losses. Big losses. It all snowballed from there, and big credit to Tyrant for doing that. That is an epic play. Because Valise could easily notice that, and he could quick wall behind it. But now, he's forced to buy stone to build more towers, and he's losing so much eco space. Which, in this situation, means less resources that will go to Doubt and to Viper. Or, sorry, not to Doubt and Viper, to Zoopy and Max. Now, Max is up. Max has Magyar Knight, so he has the extra attack. Where will he go? Seems like he's sending a lot of his units to either help out Zoopy, who's running to the town center. Oh, this is a big throw, though. He has to help here. If he's going to Tato, while that's a good idea, this could be really bad. There's the signal. Zoopy says, I need you. Persians have +2 attack versus archers. Oh, this is going to snowball now. This is going to snowball now. Last time I saw this matchup, it came down to a mistake, and that potentially just happened again, and it was Finland this time. One simple mistake. Now, these archers are as good as dead, so they need to run. Well, Tato's taking losses to knights. So all the slingers getting hit. Zoopy still going with crossbows. Max. His units all... just forgetting about Zoopy and going right to Tato. The Viper coming to assist. And Tato has 42 Vils. It's 33 for Valise, so there is a big difference there. And as I said, Tato playing the Vivi role here, the messy role, the map control role. And ooh, this is big. I know the scouts won't last too long, but we're going to see some Vils die. Now, how much value has Viper gotten out of his scouts here? How many times has he been pressured? He's gotten plenty of value out of his scouts, and he has not been pressured at all because of his mobility on the front. He will lose the scouts now, but he was at Max's base, Zoopy's base, and at Valise's base. And defending his allies. 34 crossbows. That's the big difference now. If he deleted 20 of his units, it'd be relatively close, but he's not going to do that. 36 military units for Doubt, and that alone is more than Max and Zoopy combined. And Tato will now be comfortable to send all of these resources over to most likely Viper. And yes. And now we're on Max's point of view, and Max is receiving resources from Valise. So they're slinging the knight civs. This makes sense. Mongols, while they have that strong early feudal age window, they're not really strong again until Imperial Age, rather. And they can get those Mangadai. Chinese, they could do everything. Chinese are such a strong civ because you start with extra Vils, so your TC goes up faster. You always have a Vil lead. And they can make camels, halberdiers. The Viper's just been all over it. But again, it was one slip up from Zoopy. As good as it was from Viper, it was also bad from Zoopy, maybe. He lost units for free at Doubt Space, and oh, they're going to try and engage. I don't know. They have the extra Magyar attack. It's important that Viper acts as a big meat shield. Now, does Zupi delete his blacksmith here? He doesn't want to delete his blacksmith, but he has to delete buildings for this to be a better fight for Max. Is this the cleanup? Is this the cleanup that brings them back into the game? Viper's only at 8 military now. Doubt has to hit, run, hit, run, hit, run. But Magyar Knights, guys, and the Max, who carried last time, going to clean up Doubt's army. Goodness, what a fight that was. And Viper's adding in camels now, but that's not a good sign. Should point out, Viper's adding more stables, so he knows he needs to catch up in military. But now it's 17 military for Max, 18 for Zupi, and now Tyrant overextending a bit. Finland have more in the way of military. I think they're a bit behind Nico, though. You know what, I say that? Look at Zupi. Look at Zupi. How annoying is this going to be? He's not killing anything just yet. Killed one. Just annoying and idling eco. Those 3 crossbows are going to be such a pest. Now, we still need to focus on the slinging players. I'm going to go to someone who's not being slung, so we don't have to listen to those resources. We don't have to listen to the ding-dong. Max is just attacking to see what Viper will throw his way. And now Viper finally can afford to get the +2 attack, which Magyars, of course, got for free. Finland takes the score lead. It's 65 vills for Viper. It is 60 for Max, both receiving sling. Max adding a 3rd town center. I don't think that any of the slinging players will stop slinging. You have to commit to it at this point. So if you're a Tato fan or Release fan in terms of their fight, just it's not going to happen. 58 vills for Doubt in comparison to 68 from Zupi. And again, I think that in the Imperial Age, if Zupi can get there, it'd be fantastic to see the Mangudai. And then and only then, I'd say Mongols have an advantage over Chinese. Still have to keep in mind that big team bonus will apply to any engagement that Viper takes versus archers. Viper's at 20 military, and Max is at 29. Viper, he's waiting. He's waiting for Max to arrive. And Tato, he's going to say, I need help. Well, Viper, can he go forward? He really can't afford to do so. Finland's going to destroy the slinging player now. Villagers are going to drop. This in turn means less resources for Viper, but Viper, he's been waiting for Imp. He's been waiting for Imp. Unbelievable. He's on his way to Imp, but I don't know if that's good. Tato, he has all the towers. He's actually quick-walled his wood line. And the towers will only stand for so long. Viper and Doubt coming to the side now. This is giving Zupi and Max time to either up towards the Imperial Age themselves or make more military. This will just come down to Viper's early imp advantage, and as of now, I don't think Finland is expecting Viper to be upping to imp. The reason Viper doesn't have as many numbers is likely because he wanted to get there faster and he didn't create any units. I guess it'll come down to if it was worth it. Max is getting closer to that imp click. Now he of course can push Viper. He's a very strong window now, especially if his teammate arrives. His teammate is arriving. And what is going to be built? A forward castle? You know what? It could even be more ballsy than this. He doesn't know it, but it could even be more ballsy than that. Because Viper doesn't have numbers at home. Viper has, he has gold. He's making camels. He will lose vills, but he's kept himself pretty safe. And he's bound to take losses here. It's just about not allowing them to do too much. Viper hits Imp. Max is on the way to Imp, and Zupi's on the way to Imp. They need to hold for a few minutes here. Viper getting Cavalier now. Now Viper is all up in Zupi's business. Oh, and Zupi's even more screwed because Tato, he had a normal base layout. All of this has been pushed to the back because of the tower rush from Tato, and Zupi nowhere to be found. He's on the left side with Max. Oh, Feliz he's in trouble. There's no other way to say it. 31 vills. Tato's at 57. So more and more resources will go towards Viper's sling. Not necessarily over, but now the Max needs to leave Viper. And this is not the moment for him to leave Viper. He does not want to be leaving Viper's base when Viper's on the way to Imp. He has to, though. He has to save his teammate. Well, when you sling, this is what you should expect. Zupi building a forward castle. Doubt's on the way to the Imperial Age. He's building his second castle and going for Chukonu. So we will have to see if Doubt can contribute versus the Mangudai of Zupi. Oh man, this is tough. Like, what do you do here? You don't want to fight because you don't have your upgrades yet. He's gonna have more. I think Viper has done a lot here, man. The timing was just wonderful for them. You got to give credit to Tato as well, because Tato was able to hold. Max took a risk, and twice he didn't kill Viper. He also didn't kill Tato. And now Max doesn't have the numbers to fight this. Evlise is running away with Vils. Viper is like, oh, that's nice. That's cool. I'm gonna follow you. Take me to your friend. I guess he has a few Vils on lumber, but he doesn't have much to send towards his allies. Which, of course, means that Viper can get Paladin quickly with Tato's help. And Doubt, maybe he can get his upgrades as well, go into Siege Ram and things like that. 26 military for Viper. It is currently 22 now for Max. It's 29 versus 39. If you compare Doubt and Zupi. And both going for Trebs. Now the forward castles are actually going to hurt Zupi. He wanted the early imp advantage, but Viper beat him there, and Viper has his own castle building Trebs, and he's attacking that new castle. Luckily for Finland, everything's been cleaned up in their base, so they can now push forward. This just comes back to what we've said many times about Tyrant holding much better. Now there's more eco for Zupi and for Max, slightly more eco, and they have much better map control. Max is about to get Cavalier. Doubt has Chuko Nu, which he has yet to send towards Viper. He didn't even upgrade. What? I guess his timing was way later. He didn't even get Arbalest yet. Can they come back from... Well, Belize, he's dead. I wouldn't say Finland's dead. I won't say can they come back from the dead, but can they come back after that huge hit? Belize has a new TC. I want to stay on Viper's point of view now because I want to keep an eye on his resources. You know, if the production buildings go down, he'll need to rebuild them. If every time he loses a unit, loses access to gold, this all adds up. Max's resources, Max's population looking much better. Now, Viper's over here, coming in with Doubt. They're trying to switch up the point of attack. But I don't know about this. We could kind of compare this to the attack that Max had at Tato's base. If they don't do enough damage here, then the push back on Tyrant is going to be so strong. Oh, and Viper, he needs to save this castle so he can get conscription. Oh God, look at that. Just saving the castle so he can get conscription and create his units faster. Well, he's going to call it skill later on, I'm sure. But that's a lot of luck, and you need that to win tournaments. Castle now for Zupi at home. Look at the exposed villagers. Paladin on the way for Max, though. Max has to send help. Zupi, he's doing okay on the front. He's adding Mangudai. Can Finland come back from this? Viper's golds are on the front, though Viper is receiving sling. Viper is badly housed at the moment. He's scrambling up houses. He also doesn't have the numbers here to accompany Down, and Down will get cleaned up. Finland is coming back here. I think if Belize was in the game, if he had population similar to Tato's, then Finland would have the score lead. What a freaking match once again. And Zupi needs to be careful now with his units. Viper's pushing back out. Now Viper, he wants to take an engagement before the Mangudai mass for Zupi and before Max gets his paladins here. And Max is just running all over this game. Viper is as well, honestly. Now they're through the diagonal gate. I feel like as pros they should know that a diagonal gate can be run through if it is not fully built. And the push will be stalled because the Trebs get cleaned up. And Doubt's coming in. He has Elite Skirmisher and Chukonu. Viper's getting Paladin now. And this castle will likely fall. Now where's Max's army, man? Where's Max's army? Holy cow. He has 28. That's 10 more than Viper. He's also going to get Paladin earlier. Max's point of view, he has the resources to create units as well. It looks like he is just cleaning up the scraps of Doubt in his base. I don't know. It's weird. Viper hit Imp first. He got Cavalier first. And at that point, I thought the game was over. Many of you in the chat thought so as well. But now, Max, with less sling, he is going to have Paladin first, and there it is. Viper still trying to hold. Doubt is definitely contributing a lot more than Zupi is. So, you know, the elite Skirm Chukunu combo kills the Mangadai. But Viper, he needs a response now. He needs something here now. These are elite Mangadai. And a third castle now coming up for Zupi. And it could be a fourth. Oh my god. Back to Viper's point of view for you. He's lacking golds. He just gets Paladin. Viper has 26 military units. It's 37 for Max. And there's only... Well, I don't want to say only, but there's a lot of skirms here for Doubt. So these Trebs will likely die. Zupi is repairing Max's castle. Oh, that was unlucky. Viper, his castle stayed up for conscription. Max just losing his castle there. A little bit of luck there for Tyrant. Or hacks, call it what you want, chat. Doubt did pull back. Still like his production, Doubt. He's at 60 military. It's much better for Tyrant in terms of numbers. And that's pretty much across the board in populations as well. But look at that engagement. What is better? Elite Chukunu and Skirmisher? Or the Paladins and Elite Mangadai? Max's numbers are going to be the most important here. Viper engaging versus the Mangadai. They don't have Parthian tactics yet. That's coming in. But Doubt also engaging versus the Skirminators and Chukunu, which are now elites. It's 14 military for Viper. It's 18 for Max. It's 72 for Doubt. 72. And now the Great Wall of China from Tato. I didn't even look at Tato's face. Look at this. Holy shit, chat. Everyone with the T90 walls in the chat. I love it. Oh my god. But why not, right? They have the map control. Tato knows he won't be pressured now because all the focus is at Finland's base. I've never seen a wall like that on this map before. And this is getting rough now, I think. Only 18 military for Zupi. Simply not enough. Doubt's actually denying this gold from him. And Zupi needs his castle numbers for Mangadai. He's going to lose this. But look at Doubt's resources. Doubt has just sent his food and gold to Viper. Now look at what Viper has. Viper has the resources for Paladins. Good teamwork from Doubt. Great pocket play from Doubt, honestly. He was stronger than Zupi in this game. I think in the end it'll come down to the pockets and how strong they were. And yeah, this castle's a goner, and it's looking better and better for Tyrant now. The trade has started for Finland. They are trading corner to corner. Of course, Viper could run right through here if he thinks of the possibility. And of course, Tyrant, they have Spanish. So, Spanish trade, very, very strong, and Tato's on the way to castle. So, Doubt and Viper saying to Tato, we don't need you anymore, man. We don't need your resources. Go ahead, my son. Go ahead, use the resources of Elise and go to Imp and give me Paladins. And if he does that, it's going to be probably game over. There's got to be a response here for Finland, and it's all down to the Paladin and Mangadai numbers. 33 military for Zupi. I think most of that is here. If he can get to 50, 60, that can be almost unstoppable at times with non-stop Paladins accompanying him. But I can't help but feel that Finland, they can't afford to add the trade and to catch up in military numbers. And Doubt trying to build a forward castle. And Zupi sees the Paladins from Viper, and he is not happy to see this. Hold on a second, hold on. The castle's getting denied. Doubt losing so many vills. That's gonna hurt Doubt. He's still at 100 plus. Now, I don't know if Tato will just add trade and get eco upgrades, or if he'll go to Imp. They almost got us around on those units. The castle will go up. It's now 46 military for Viper. It is 38 still for Max. Sub 30 for Zupi, and God, 85 for Doubt. I didn't say God like, oh my God. I said God because Doubt's a God. And they're getting closer and closer to where the castles will be from Max as well. Or sorry, from Zupi. Let's see, Tato. Yeah, he's just gonna sling from Castle Age, so he's gonna continue to send res. Getting banking now. Oh, and he's on his way to Imp. Interesting. Okay. Max is going to lose another castle. There's no doubt about it. And he's going to rebuild another one. They need one big fight. They need one big fight. And I question if they can do it. I question if they can do it because of the amount of numbers from Doubt. He has kept his military numbers up all game. Maybe the Rams will be the difference. I saw drill researched earlier from Zupi. I was curious as to what he was going to do, but while Rams are a good meat shield against archers, they're not versus shoot code. Oh god, where's Viper? Viper's running. Oh, this could be it. Viper's run to Belize, and now Doubt's numbers are surrounded. Don't tell me they've just thrown this. Tato is no longer slinging as much. He wants to add in Paladins in the Imperial Age. This would be awfully difficult for Tyrant to throw, but Doubt's down to 50 military. It's 40 plus for Zupi. The castles, the forward castles from Viper and from Doubt will go down. Now Viper's also in Max's eco. This is big. Oh, and Doubt's here as well. Yeah, they denied this castle. Wow. And Viper's into the trade. I think it's still fine for them. I still think it's fine for them. They're into the trade. They denied the castle of Max. Max's population has not been healthy enough. He's still 25 military numbers behind Viper, and Viper's military is doing so much. Look at this. Killing Vills non-stop. Taking Max below 100 Vills. The Paladin's still in the trade. Tato, he's getting fortified wall. He's making sure that no one will get in. And I imagine he's going to have lots of resources. Yeah, he'll add Paladins. And once Paladins show up from Tato, there's definitely no way back. And that was a good fight. It's simply not good enough for them. Max doesn't have the gold. And to make matters worse, he will lose trade. And will Finland lose game 3? We're getting closer to it. Max is taking wise engagements, I have to say. Considering he's outnumbered, they've taken wise engagements at this stage, but I think the damage has been done. Zupi, he's fine here. He's on 4 castles, but he as well can't keep the numbers up. Again, I think the civs were stronger for Tyrant, though. Spanish for the trade. Chinese, they have the faster start. They have the camels and knights and castle age. They have strong archers. They have the Chukunu. So, will this come back to the civ draft? Will Tyrant have weaker civs for the next few games? Or did they pick according to plan? I don't know. I would take the victory. I would take the victory from Tyrant. I have no complaints there. Tato hasn't sent in his Paladins just yet. Oh, sorry. It's not Tato. Yeah, he's researching Paladin, and here come a few of them. I'll keep track of them. But I imagine the trade will be open, and they'll go right into the trade again. They can kill the markets or hit Zupi from the other side. And yeah, they're going to call the GG. They are going to call the GG. Max is only at 100 pop. He doesn't have the resources for Paladin. Well, he just doesn't have the time to make Paladins. And wow, what a game. What a game there. You know, I think, again, Tyrant, they play extremely safe. They are not the aggressor. But their game plan was so much better, man. So much better. There is a risk when the pockets go archers because it takes them more time to arrive. I think Doubt was the MVP. As much as Viper had mobility, he's always going to have top score because he's able to hit more areas. But I think Doubt was the MVP. He's at his lowest point in military, and he has 45. Compare that to Zupi, who was going to be so important for Finland, and he was behind in numbers from Castle Age onwards. There's only one good engagement, I think that was around here in Castle Age, and still, Doubt was able to get more numbers. Yeah, I'll show you the wall again. Here you go. I'm sure chat will wall up too. Smart play. Smart play. I've just seen the Civ combo so many times that it wasn't a huge surprise to see Tyrant go with this. In conversation with Hart is an Aftermath player. Aftermath will be meeting the winner of this best of 5 in the finals. He said that he thinks the Civ draft is one of the most important things. It's almost like an entire game. And I think, at least for that particular map, Tyrant played much better, and they had the Civs for the positions. All right, so here's the KD. Viper killing a lot more. Eco difference as well will be interesting. So more trade for Finland. They were trying to trade early, and pull a Tyrant there, I guess, and trade and then boom back into it. It's really unfair to call anyone an MVP ever in team games, because had Tatsu not gone for the towers, then the other two on Tyrant wouldn't have had the success with their other strats. But Tatsu isn't necessarily MVP because of the towers. Viper isn't necessarily MVP because of the paladins, you know? So it's fun to talk about afterwards, but I don't think it really plays a huge role in the players' minds. All right, guys, we're going to have Game 4 next. Game 4 map is going to be No Socotra. I'll update the scores, I'll show you what that map looks like, and I'll show you what civs they have remaining. So, Tyrant needs one more game out of the next two. Finland needs victory or they're out of the tournament.